Now, if you're watching this and you're thinking, low expectations, I don't even have anyone. What I'm concerned about is Valentine's Day blues. Granny, tips on that.
Two ways to
Valentine's Day
say
blues.
Valentine's Day blues. So my dad's mom was she was a character. She was really she had rolls of fat and laughed all the time. She was just a jolly woman. And when she got the blues, she would get her girlfriend and they would go to strangers' funerals. They would crash funerals and they would crash funerals. They'd pick them out of there were newspapers then, of course, out of the obituary column, people they didn't know, had no connection to, that looked like maybe they'd be sad. And then they'd go and just cry. They just cry and cry and cry. They didn't go get the food. They just went to the service and cried their eyes out and got it out of their system. So my equivalent of that is, if you've got the Valentine's Day blues and you want to go for it, be really sad. Or you can say to yourself, this is a nice chance for me to practice being my own Valentine. So you get to choose. You can go for a really sad movie.
And just cry it out.
Cry it out.
Ice cream, Kit Kat.
Right. Whatever your self-medication is, go for that.
But only for that day.
Except that when you do that, you're going to feel bad the next day too.
Because of the hangover.
Right. If you choose to be sad on Valentine's Day, you're signing up for 2 days of sad.
Oh, no.
Because whatever you do to overindulge, you're going to feel bad the next day. My self-medication.
So it goes from sadness to guilt.
To guilt and to feeling crummy. I used to do, you're Italian, you will appreciate this, espresso shots with dark chocolate. So my heart would be like, whoa, I had to stop that. So any kind of self-medication, you're
That's only good in the moment, but you had the heck of a day though, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, I remember
a few hours of wow.
At truck stop, there were some guys who were starting their day. They were clearly feeling not so great about their day. An Italian bar off the road somewhere, and the guys were starting their day with espressos and grappa. And I was like, oh, and driving. So that's okay, at least a 2-day problem. If you decide, this is what I suggest you think about trying. This is my invitation.
Right.
What would I do for myself if I were my own Valentine? What can I plan for myself if I'm my own Valentine? Well, I know my deepest thoughts. What can I give myself for Valentine's Day? And it may be, if you're a mom who's overwhelmed, then it's figuring out how to get 2 hours. Find somebody who will take over for you for 2 hours and, get a mani-pedi. Or I used to, when the kids were little, I am embarrassed to say they weren't that little, I would just lock myself in the bathroom so I could have a bubble bath. Please, can I have a bubble bath? And so
sleep.
or sleep. And so for Valentine's Day, it could be fancy bubble bath to pour in that, you wouldn't buy
mani-pedis.
Or even you don't have to get a silk pillowcase, but you can get one that feels like silk for Valentine's Day. And those are good because see, I'm my skin, I took care of my skin. You got to take care of your skin. A silky pillowcase is a good thing. So think about something that says, where you're saying to yourself,
I love you.
I love you, and I'm worth more than the drugstore bubble bath. I'm going to buy the Sephora bubble bath, or whatever the answer is. Do something that normally you wouldn't do.
Okay.
Like sit down for dinner with actual, make
yourself a nice, almost like restaurant meal, and sit there with treat yourself as though you're at a restaurant and having a special dinner. Why not?
Exactly. Or, like, I am bad about plating things.
Mm,
I'm feeding myself, I glop it in a bowl. But
mhm.
for Valentine's Day, if I put everything on the plate nicely,
Yeah,
how beautiful is that? That's a gift.
beautiful with a beautiful glass
Yes.
and special cutlery. Oh
Right.
yeah, go all out.
Yeah.
Put some candles in there. Oh yes,
Yeah.
I'm seeing this. So
Yeah.
your advice, especially for the younger generation who sometimes actually either don't date until much later, or dating is complicated. Maybe they got their heart broken. Maybe they are, having a season, a dry spell. I think that's what it's called. Or for whatever reason, this Valentine's, they're alone and they have been wondering, what am I going to do? How am I going to play out Valentine's for myself, by myself? The way to do it is, okay, the normal route where you go and you enjoy your sadness, after which you have to deal with guilt and shame because
Right.
the hangover price, you are going to pay for it,
Right.
or celebrate the love that you have for yourself by, planning your own fantasy or your own, the things that you love doing and making that your own special day. I think option two sounds really good.
It's really good. And also, as I sit here, I think ideally Valentine's Day is about love.
It is.
We're being sold Valentine's Day so people can make money. The
Yes.
promotions that are about, for this Valentine's Day, get your beloved a 52 karat diamond, like, for this Valentine's Day, buy your beloved a Tesla. For this Valentine's Day, Paris Hilton had a baby and her husband got her whatever. So there are people who are making money off of making you feel bad,
Mm.
right? They want you to feel sad on Valentine's Day because then they can sell somebody something. All this marketplace pressure around Valentine's Day has nothing to do with love. It's just like, if you're Christian, you want to celebrate Christmas, the relentless pressure in America about buy, 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 that's got nothing to do with what the holiday is about, or Kwanzaa or Easter or any holiday.
Agreed.
Mother's Day, these are all the marketplace trying to push you into a sale. So if you say, no, I don't want the sale, I want the love.
Mm.
And that is like this huge life changer when you think about, why is somebody pushing this on me? Pushing it on you, babe, because again, make money.
Beautiful.
Sorry to be cynical, but it's true. It's true. That's what it's about. These created holidays, are about making money and making money off of you. So if you say, I want it to be about love, I'll make it my holiday my way. There you go.
Now, if you're watching this and you want Granny to talk more about love, you're in luck because I am just about to ask her a fantastic question that I think every 25-year-old is going to appreciate.